And we're live. Hello all and welcome back to the INVICTUS stream. My name is Harlan Guthrie, and today we bring you the end of the flippin' world. That's right. Today is a special one for many, many reasons. Not only is it probably our biggest cast ever for End of the World, but today, November 6th, is Extra Life.
Hell yeah.
Hells to the yeah. I have been up with my partner for, at this point, I don't know, almost, 20 hours. Or something. 20, 18 hours? I don't know.
We've been up almost 24 hours right now.
Yeah, at this
We've
point.
been streaming for 15 hours.
18 hours. But before we get to that,
15.
Whatever. Let me introduce to you the one and only my partner, the lovely Ms. Jo Fallak.
Hi, everyone.
And we are joined today by the one, the only, Mr. Ahmed. Mysterious. Some would say enigmatic.
He's spicy.
He's spicy, and that's why we love him.
Boy.
Of course, we are joined by the one and only Erica.
And hopefully I have sound, but we'll see. We'll see.
You sound
I might
great.
not have sound.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
did
sound
it.
perfect.
Oh, do I? Hooray!
We
I'm
go
back.
wild here.
There was
Of
no
course,
problem at all.
we're joined by the one and only Gary, who doesn't have his background, which is amazing.
Oh, yeah, he does. It's
Oh, you
just,
do? Your
I'm
back-
outside. There's a brick wall right here. What are you talking about?
he's just doing a quick
That's how I
tight
keep my
five.
house.
Yeah. And of course, the one and only Mr. James Schwartz.
Hi, everybody.
And we will be joined shortly by Mr. Chris Viseau. We are playing The End of the World for Extra Life. That's right. It's all over the map tonight. Who knows what's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, first and foremost, for joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure to stream, to game, to do all sorts of different things for you for the past 5 years. And this year, I am happy to say that we have raised more money than ever before, with our standing total, I believe, sitting at, as of 3 p.m. on November 6th, $5,561.
Hell to the yeah. Thank you so much, Gray, for the most recent... For your most recent contribution, $270.
Holy shit.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And the thing is, I keep, and this is just a testament to how amazing this community is, because I keep, once you reach your goal, I bump it up a little bit. And at first, when we reached $1,000 almost a month ago, I bumped it up to 2, and then 3, and then 4. And then this morning, when we reached 5,000, I was like, well, I'll put it to 526, because that's the highest we've ever been. And then I was like, well, we hit that in a matter of hours. I bumped it up. We've already surpassed the latest goal, which was 5,500. So I'm going to, as of this moment, bump it up to, I don't know, what do we say, 6?
$6,000?
Just to
Do
see
you think we can
what
raise
can happen.
$6,000
See how
for
crazy
Sick
we
Kids
can get up in
Hospital
here?
today. Fuck yeah!
I am checking out the total fund, and it's amazing. We got Nicholas Cummings here. We got Limey Jade, who's done amazing artwork all today. A few hilarious things in the early morning. And a quote from Erica when we were just playing Dread Hunger, which was awesome. For those who don't know, Dread Hunger is, of course, a game where you are playing adventurers that are trying to survive the harsh, unforgiving Arctic wilderness aboard a ship.
Did you see it, Erica? Did you see the thing that she made for you?
Because she commented on it, and I would.
I
love
saw
to...
it. I was so happy. So happy.
So this was a very natural quote that came up in game that Limey Jade very quickly spun together.
While
so here
Erica
you go.
was playing the chaplain of the ship.
The chaplain. I want you all to know you can just punch the seal to death.
Thank you, Erica.
It's amazing.
It works, and that's my pro tip to everybody.
I love it. It's so good. Fantastic game. I have to highly recommend. But thank you to everybody who's been helping out. It's been a lot of fun. So tonight, of course, no different. It's the end of the world. Now, we played this before. All of us had one time or another got to dance around the dark, as it were. But what horrors will greet our party tonight? I don't entirely know. Is everybody ready?
I think
On
so.
the way.
Working on it.
Yeah.
I have
Frantically
a
writing down your character sheet?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a quick question though, just so I know how to prepare mentally for this. Are we leaning comedy? Are we leaning drama? Like what kind
We're
of play style
leaning
we going
wherever
for?
we want.
Great.
I'm thinking
Okay,
it's gonna just
cool.
naturally-
I'll lean how I like.
A lot of that. A lot of hands up, high energy music.
Lots of soundtracks.
What is that, Ahmed?
It's the Dune soundtrack.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's why I said he's a spicy boy.
She knows.
I haven't seen it yet. That's why I'm out of the reference.
Yeah, just like a sandworm. We call this
You
the
gotta
sandworm.
walk without rhythm.
In the 80s, it was the worm.
I know that
In the
reference.
knots, it's the sandworm.
That's right.
In the knots.
Are we gonna bring the chat
Are
into
we
the
in the
end of
knots?
the world?
Yeah. Well, maybe the end of the world will be a giant
the world chat?
sandworm. I don't know.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
no,
see. End of the World, of course, is a system by Fantasy Flight Games. It uses a pretty straightforward rule set as well as a pretty fun way to create your character, which I'm going to show you right now if you are new to this game and you're curious how it plays. End of the World is a game that uses D6s, a number of positive and negative die pool that you create. For every action that requires a die roll, you roll a single D6. If there is any sort of difficulty, I may impose a negative D6. Any matches when you roll cancel each other out, and if you roll below your skill that you put on your sheet, then you succeed. It's very straightforward.
Fully forgot that I would need to use dice.
Dice? What are dice?
What are
What
these
are
boys?
those?
What
Give me
the
them
those?
click clackies.
The clickety clackities. And I really hope for all the people who are watching at home, Gary is using his dice tower.
What dice tower?
That's the click.
Oh no!
Oh,
I didn't
wait.
even roll a 1, right? Because the dice bounced out of the dice tower.
There
That is
we
like
It's not as loud as it used to be. I'm disappointed.
hold on.
That's better.
Chris is here.
Hi, Chris. Keep stalling.
He says keep stalling. All right.
He forgot something in his
Dice
car.
tower.
He's like driving.
loud. Oh.
Here we go. Here's an example of Alex. Isn't Alex supposed to be joining us too?
I don't remember.
Just message him.
Yeah. So essentially, all of your stats start at 1 all the way across the board. There are 6 stats, 2 in physical, mental, and social. There's like a defensive or an active. And you can buy up to 10 points throughout. So Alex has bought himself 10 points worth of social, physical, and mental skills.
You can see here. See, everything starts at 1. So you see he spent 2 points to bump up his dexterity to 3. He spent 1 point to bump up his vitality to 2. 3 points to get his logic to 4, which is not true
Yeah, I
at all.
don't think that's very true.
Very dumb guy. 2 points in willpower to get him up to 3. 1 in charisma, which also is not true, and 1 point in empathy.
I would
so
swap his logic and his charisma.
I would swap a lot of these. I would swap him in general. Just kidding. Alex, we love you. He's not even here. Apparently he was supposed to be here. But I forgot too, so obviously that's just the way it rolls. But this is the character sheet. And then you think of a positive and negative feature for yourself. And because you are all playing yourselves, you got to think like yourself.
Think like you think.
Oh, we're playing ourselves.
That's right.
You're playing
Oh,
yourself.
I don't have a shellfish allergy, so I'm gonna get rid of that.
And for your equipment, it's all the things that you would bring
Selfish
with you
addiction.
into whatever
right.
situation
Oh,
Harlan
I
describes.
remember playing this
Forgot
one.
the
Okay.
equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget. I think I made one of these last year. I don't think I have it anymore.
Have a phone.
I always keep mine because I just keep going them over
That's
and over.
smart.
Wait, I'm playing
It's
myself.
smart.
Where's the cool stat? I can't
Yeah,
find
it's
my-
there. It's negative. Just take off. Get low
And
negative
then go
numbers,
lower.
and you're gonna be fine. If you remember this, zinged. You
Harlan
good.
got you.
I got you.
I've been gotten.
You
I
being
feel so
got.
gotten right now.
He's so good.
You being got.
Got right now.
So yeah, make sure you have die. If you are watching this live, make sure you comment along with the Discord because you, the players, the
Wait.
watchers have a role tonight. That's right. Everyone is going to have the chance to sponsor a character in tonight's game. That's right.
Ooh.
If you really like it, if you really like giving advantage to somebody, if you're like, oh, I really want Erica to to knock the block off of the next zombie she rolls, I want you to post in the Discord. Say, I want to sponsor Erica to knock the block off. So you have to say who you're sponsoring and what they're going to use that benefit for. If you get 5 XP emoji reactions on that comment, Erica gets it. That easy. All you have to do is throw it out there. 5 minimum. That's right. Anything goes. It can be crazy. That's how we roll here on the Invictus stream.
Apparently. I love it.
For extra life. That's 1 XP for every $1,000 we've raised so far.
Ooh.
Is that kind of a joke? Not
No.
really.
Oh,
I'm just trying to
that's logic.
I'm a funny guy.
I don't know. I was trying to. That wasn't meant to be. It was meant to lift up the community who's done so much, not myself. How much they've raised so far.
Good job, everybody. Great job, guys.
Nice face there. And of course, we're joined by Chris Viseau. Welcome, Chris.
Background, he is sponsored by Tostitos
Yeah, he's
today.
sponsored by Tostitos today. As
Are
well
those
as-
those line Tostitos?
Miss
Yes.
Vicky.
Oh yeah, all of them.
Excellent
Oh my
choice.
goodness, I had no idea this many people were waiting over.
I also noticed you're sponsored by a picture of Joe and Harlan at Wonderland on your far left
That's
there.
right.
There it is.
And a picture of
What's
Harlan and
Wonderland?
Henry at the aquarium.
Wonderland's like Canada place. You know what?
Oh,
Let's do this.
yeah.
That enough said.
I'm gonna do this so it feels less awkward for Chris because he'll
Look
feel
it.
really
I got
silly.
I got
Wait,
James on
He's
my
with the group.
There we go. Oh no, wait, I'll do this.
Just
there
leave
we
it like
go.
that the whole time.
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
Chris, have you met Erica just above
Can
you?
you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you?
Oh
hear
wait,
us?
no, she's
Now she's
Yeah.
right over there. Have you met Erica?
I have seen Erica play.
Great. Chris,
With you
Erica,
guys.
Erica, Chris. I'm so confused now.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I
we're
keep
we're moving
changing it up.
around.
Deal with it.
He's trying to throw us off our game already, just to get us in the mind of, oh, everything's going to pieces. We're all swirling in this cacophony of movement and windows.
Cacophony.
Cacophony. That is your $5
$5
word.
word. Did you just come back from seeing Dune, Chris?
No, I wish you had. It was Eternals. However, I actually enjoyed it.
Oh, I
Oh?
saw that last night.
Oh,
Bad.
that's Marvel's Dune.
And
Marvel Doom.
Marvelous.
It was a lot of
Marvel's
It was
Dune.
enjoyable. I liked it. Everyone's like,
Eternals.
Eternals no good, but it was fun.
I heard
It
it's
was
good.
alright.
Yeah.
Gary didn't.
I don't know what people are talking about. Maybe
I
my
liked
taste
it.
is off.
It was okay.
Thank you. It was good.
Get ready.
It was okay.
High
Here
praise.
we go.
Twas
Where's my fight
okay.
music?
I don't know.
It was okay.
That's not fight music.
It's not loud.
Lamest fucking fight.
How about this? How about this?
Wait.
No, it's not fight music either.
No.
Very
Dune
emotional
soundtrack
fight
again?
music.
Yep.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. All right.
Ahmed is bringing the Dune to you today.
The Dune of the Desert.
Yes, in Atreides battle language.
That's right.
Amazing. Well, I don't have any credits for tonight's game.
Can you
so-
sing them for
Oh,
us?
Alex is calling. Let's see what he says.
Oh yeah, put him on speaker.
Obviously.
Yes, sing the credits.
Hey, are you coming to the game?
Tales of the Brood?
We're doing End
Yes.
of the World, remember?
I forgot, actually.
That's okay. Did you want to join or no?
Yeah, make him join and then let's kill him in game.
That's okay. Are you coming over for Hot Ones though?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there by 7:15.
Yeah, it starts at 7. So try, you know.
Well, I'll be there.
You'll be there at 6:45.
And
Wait,
do
is
I
that
need to bring
Eastern?
drinks and stuff?
You don't need to bring drinks.
Yes.
I mean, it depends on what you're gonna.
Yes.
Yeah, you bring drinks. You're gonna want to drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring
I'll
some
see you around
milk.
then. And no, is this Tales of the Brood right now or no?
It's End of the World. We swapped it out.
Can we put you in as an NPC?
Okay. If I can, what time does it start at right now?
Yeah, we're
Silence
actually
is
live.
acquiescence.
I'm playing your speaker on the.
Say hi.
You should just play like this. Just go ahead and play like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah, of course. As we had discussed, I'm in a very, very busy business meeting right
Yeah, I can tell.
now. If I can swing in, I will. Otherwise, no, I'll see you at home.
Yeah. Let's see you at 7.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. They say hi.
I like the guy on the phone. He should just play the guy that we call. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your life
I want
lesson.
him to be an NPC. Guys, we have 31 people watching right now. Pretty
Yeah,
decent.
all waiting for
Nice.
Alex.
Woo!
And they're like, wait, he's not coming.
Now let's just start it. Let's just play.
That's all right. They were really all waiting for Alex.
Thank you so much to everyone who is joining us in the Discord, watching on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who's donated.
Yep.
Whew.
Everyone who's donated. Let's do this. Credits. Let's just do this horror countdown. It's generic, and we'll get into it. It was supposed to be the cruise of a lifetime. The deal almost too good to be true. After COVID hit, they needed to recoup their costs some way. It was more of a group sponsorship deal. If you could get enough people on board, then it would be cheaper for everybody. Because of that, you were able to rope in James and Joe and Gary and Erica and Ahmed
I hate cruises.
and Chris. You, the mastermind behind this entire outing. You all met at the airport, get on a big shuttle bus, say your howdy-do-dats, shake hands, and before you knew it, you were on a big old plane, sailing to sunny Caribbean places. You boarded the Carnival cruise ship, the top of the line, probably, in 1994. And for the first few days, it went pretty well. You caught a few great drinks, played some piano at the piano bar. You could say that you were becoming fast friends. Until the show. It was a magic show. You all sort of sat in one long group, maybe 4 rows from the top, and the magician wasn't particularly good. He did a lot of his own music. While the music that played behind him was far too quiet. And then you noticed it. Maybe Erica, you first. You were mid-aisle, and you noticed maybe 2 rows up and three seats over. The hacking, the coughing. Not uncommon in the days of COVID that we now live in, but something about the way the woman started to moan. It made you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you shot a look over to Gary. Gary, not looking at you, shot a look back, confused. You sort of tried to make it clear he didn't understand. And he went back like this for a little while. It was very complicated, and then James leaned forward asking what was going on. Ahmed took out his Dune soundtrack, and he was like, what are we talking about? And that's when the loud Dune soundtrack was so loud that it turned a few heads. And then all hell broke loose. Literally. The woman at first would be leaning forward, hacking louder and louder and louder. And then you saw it in the dim, backlit light of the movie theater, the Magic Theater. She turned and took a massive bite out of the man sitting next to her. Blood peppered your faces only 2 rows back. You felt the scream before you heard it. The way the crowd moved, almost reacting as if a wave. And everything started.
Amazing.
Chris, Joe, what did you do?
I grabbed my best friend Chris,
Yeah.
who I'm sitting right beside.
Yeah.
We've been enjoying this magic show together.
Yeah.
And he's engrossed in the pamphlets, like the program, as he always is with magic
I like
shows.
to read everything. When I go to magic shows, I have
He
to read
needs
everything.
to know
He needs
the
to know how it's
assistants,
done.
Backstory.
every-
He like interrupts a lot.
I'm like, Chris, didn't you fucking see that? We gotta go.
Did I see what? Have you read this?
There's blood on my face.
Yeah. It's like clearly just side. It almost looks like it's just part of the lighting.
I immediately see the blood on Joe's face and I go, what happened? Are you hurt?
There's zombies. And I stand up and I try to run away.
Yeah. And legally you can't say that. So someone leans in and they correct you. But you're fine. Erica, James, Ahmed, Gary. The 4 of you see this interaction simultaneously. Erica, what are you doing?
All right, it's just the hacking and coughing. That's gross. Don't come to a public place and do that. You already came to a cruise. Don't add to this.
Yeah.
But the fact that somebody's head went to somebody else's neck and then sprayed up enough blood to get me, I'm not saying a word. Good for you, Joe, having that sense. I am turning in my actual seat, going over the back of it. And now I am starting my exodus along with everybody else.
Yeah,
So
you
all
do.
need to either keep up or catch me.
Erica starts climbing over the seats, but
Love this
people
one.
Yeah,
are standing.
I'm with
and
Erica.
moving.
I'm
Okay,
with Erica.
Ahmed.
It's
Oh,
the
man.
same. She got the
Erica
right
and
idea.
Ahmed, I want you to give me a dexterity
GTFO.
roll. Give me
I'm
a
from the
dexterity
city. I
roll.
don't play with crowds.
A single d6, and I want you to tell me if you've rolled under your skill. James and Gary, the two of you, I feel like are maybe on either side. You know, you're kind of looking at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am famously blood averse. I pass out sometimes
Oh,
when I
no.
see
Oh,
blood.
James!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is perfect. So I am like
gonna be a quick
bracing
game.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm just like staring forward, and I can feel like the tunnel starting to come in a little bit.
And Gary, you see this. You see James like hyperventilating.
Yes, since this is a cruise, it's probably we have an alcohol package. So Gary has 2 or 3 full beers in front of him. I have that. So I'm gonna take one that I'm actively drinking. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
James, drink that. I'll throw it in his face. Like, come on, you're good. Come on, let's go. He'll
I'm
take
good,
the
I'm good.
second pint.
Yeah.
Put it in his arm. And like, come on, let's go. Drag James.
Priorities.
Run after everyone
Love it.
else.
Perfect. Yeah.
We paid for this package. I'm getting my
We're
money's
using it.
worth here.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, who is that dude? Why are you
Perfect.
carrying him?
Erica,
It's James.
Gary.
Who?
are-
Is that Harlan?
We flew on the
Where's Harlan? Square glasses. Why are they circles now? He's got a
I'm
much
in the-
bigger
I'm in the
beard.
room. I'm just relaxing. I'm not going to the
You're
magic
safe.
show.
He's calling from home. He didn't come onto a cruise during these extraordinary times.
Exactly. James, I want you to give me a straight up and down vitality roll. Erica, Ahmed, did you guys succeed at your decks?
I was
did?
trying to succeed at finding a dice roller.
While
I did.
they
I
are
also want to
rolling,
confirm that I did this the right way because it's like we had a certain number of points. So right now I should have like 2. So I'm trying to get under 2.
Yeah, correct. 2 or
Okay.
1 succeeds.
Okay, and I got a 1 and a 5.
Oh, you're great. Yeah. You only need to roll once anyway, but that's fantastic. Yeah, so you succeed.
Wait, I'm rolling 1d6?
1d6, that's it. And I just want to know if you roll under your dexterity.
Okay. It hit me with an ad. I'm getting there.
I just wanted
gotta
her to know. Sorry.
No.
So yeah, no. Erica and Ahmed get the same idea. Erica starts climbing over the seat. Ahmed just face plants back. His
Yeah,
feet
right
are now
onto the-
sticking up. Like
Ahmed,
he's just
I needed
gonna kick
leverage. I'm
You see
sorry,
my
buddy.
flip-flops.
yeah, you push him.
Chris
Chris and Joe. Yeah, you see this. You see James and Gary sort of standing up and moving over to the side. You see, for some reason now, James is just covered in beer, like from head to toe. You see Ahmed upside down and Erica limberly climbing over using him. Chris and Joe, what do you do?
Well,
Well,
first
having-
of all, I just wanted to say we got another donation.
Oh, no way!
Yes. We got $240 from Zonk. Thank you so much, Zonk,
Zonk.
bringing our
Way to
total
go.
up to
Zonk.
$5,801.
Wow.
So close.
Zonked
amazing.
us.
Chris,
Can I give him a
Going.
whale? Can I just one
Give him
whale?
a whale.
Okay, that was it. That was
Nice.
You did it. You deserved it.
thank you. All right, Chris, what do you want
Well,
to do?
usually I'm pretty nauseous on I get seasick probably. Like I've been on a boat a few times and I tend to get seasick. So I imagine I took some gravel and it's actually helping with the blood and everything as well. So I'm actually calmer than I would normally be. I'm like, not only is my seasickness gone, that blood is okay with me. And in my calmness, I point to Joe and I say, Joe, the magic trick that he was going to do next, based on the pamphlet. For some reason, it's a program pamphlet that tells you what's coming next. Really poorly done. It's the sword act. There could be a sword backstage. Let's see if we
Wow.
can get something to defend ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So I want to clamber down and I want to look, I say, Joe, if you take, the stage left, I'll take stage right. And I'll
Totally.
assume I know what that means so we don't go the same direction.
Yeah, and she's like, wait, but is stage left my left?
I always forget if it's when you're looking at the stage or when
I
you're
don't know. I really don't know. So there could be a
on
You're
my
on
way
stage.
past.
You're on stage.
I'm gonna loop my arm through Ahmed's and I'm gonna drag him to his feet.
That's my
Nice.
foot. That's my foot.
I'm gonna grab Ahmed's foot and just gonna drag him through the aisles.
Yeah, you do one of those.
to
You push
safety.
down on his feet, and he like pivots perfectly back.
That's
upright
right,
On the
that's
back
right.
of it.
Nice.
He's
Love
like
it.
standing it.
I'm
He's like
nope.
fucking Mr. Magooing around. He's like,
I'm not gonna leave him there.
yeah, and he spins
It's not
around.
how me and Ahmed
Okay,
roll.
so Ahmed just gets tugged along as the three of you head up towards the stage. Erica, you're now sort of climbing over these people, but as you start climbing, you're realizing maybe 3 or 4 rows back, there's another person gnawing on a neck, and like as you're moving farther away, you're realizing you're also moving towards something else.
Okay, I'm gonna do my quick scan because there's never just one. That spot over there is bad. That spot over there is bad. What else is the remaining little non-exploding into teeth?
Yeah,
exits
give me a
available?
logic roll, straight up and down, no penalty. So just 1d6.
Okay.
And tell me if it's a success. If it's
It is a
either-
2, so yes, it is a success.
Yeah, you see the left exit door is like they're all sort of crowding through the 2 side doors, but there's a staff exit that you know would stay unlocked, and you don't see anyone climbing towards that. You'd have to cross the path of James and Gary, who you see Gary sort of nursing 2 beers as he's like helping James stumbling over, and they're kind of maybe out there too.
I'm gonna do something that's very mean
Oh, no.
because I love my friends so much and we became such good fast friends so far. I want to shout to the crowd, "Everybody run for the exits!" And like towards the right.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start.
Wait, stage right?
Wait, stage left or stage right?
I'm gonna use my hand to also point in the direction. But that's
Like a Vanna
This is the
White
right technical
slash
thing.
flight
Yeah.
attendant
Like a
thing. I love
flight-
it.
everybody go to the big open exit where the other people are, and not the tiny little staff exit in the back.
Yeah, give
Like
me
teamwork, guys.
Give me a charisma roll again.
Oh,
Straight up and down,
goodness.
no penalty.
I got a 6.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
so loud.
you scream that, it was just like people are belting. They are so loud that you're like, you can't hear anything. So great idea, but no one is listening. Everyone
Over
is
the
just sort
munching.
of like ants. Meanwhile,
I'll cut off my high horse then.
yeah, James and Gary, you see Erica. She's like got this like survivor mentality. She's like moving through, and almost she catches your eyes, and then you see her like look away, and then she's like begrudgingly is like, "Oh yeah, hey guys," and the 3 of you are sort of at the edge of the aisle. What are you 2 doing?
How's James feeling?
I'm feeling better. I think I've ridden out the worst of it. As long as I don't see any, degloving or like heads getting ripped off, I think I'll be okay. So I have that other beer and I'm taking it as a refresher and I'm downing it, getting myself some liquid courage.
Yeah,
We're
I'll do
good.
the same.
I'm ready.
And, like,
All right, let's go. Let's do it. Where are we going? What are we doing? What's happening?
My negative mental trait is indecisive. So when Erica says,
Oh, yes.
"Go that way towards the exit," I'm like, "What? Really?" Or it's like, because they
Yeah.
all ran that way because Chris had thing with a sword. But is that safer? And then he'll just see like the tide of our friends are going towards the other way. So I'll be okay. Okay, let's go this way.
Yeah,
towards the
me
friends with the swords.
lying. If you were to actually look at me and look confused, I'd be like really fast. So you'd be okay. You'd be getting the right information.
Can I just
I'm
grab
really
a
loud.
quick?
So don't go that way then.
Damn it, Gary! Stop helping people.
Sorry.
That's like part of the reason you fail too, because like Gary is, but Gary's he's thrown off because James drank his beer. He was like helping him, and James was just like, "Oh, thank
But he
you."
downed
and
it,
Gary's
which
like,
means
Betrayal.
I have to down mine as well because I'm like, what? Oh, come on. Okay, fine. So now there's no
there
beers
any-
left.
Is there any shrimp cocktail anywhere?
Come
Yeah, we
on,
definitely
Ahmed!
got
And I'm
shrimp.
dragging you by the leg.
I just want to grab some shrimp
She
cocktail.
feels resistance
He's, like,
because you're
pulling
grabbing
his
on the
hand
end of the
across
table
the
to grab the
buffet.
shrimp cocktail.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. So we have
Steven
these
Seagal's
3
under it.
groups, and I kind of imagine that you guys are on either side of the stage almost. Like one's coming up stage right, one's up stage left. We don't know which is which.
Yeah.
Chris, you get on stage, and immediately you sort of see this magician. Like you run up and you see him hiding in a half box. Like the swords are like stuck in over his head, and he's like, "Did I do that? Do you think?" He's just like kind of like crying and.
Would you feel better if you said yes?
I shake his hand. I say my howdy do's as you said we do at the
gotta
beginning.
be polite.
Howdy do. And I take one of the swords out and I said, "You didn't do this, but you can help end it. What can you give us? Do you have any props that'll help?"
And he's just kind of like, and he reaches into his coat. And I'd like to give Lucas, who sponsored the first player tonight,
Nice
with
job,
6
Lucas.
XP, he wanted to sponsor Chris Viseau that he could find one of those single-shot pistols a magician use for catching the bullets in their mouth. And he pulls out this little single-shot pistol, and he's like, and he gives it to you, and then he like pulls the thing
door
shut,
shut.
and like locks it.
I push it
And,
off stage, just let it roll away.
And Ahmed, you see this like thing walking past, this rolling thing past you as you approach Chris and Joe. The three of you are there. You see the others working sort of through the crowd on the other side, but they're still a fair distance away.
I'm
Ahmed,
making eye contact with them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
we'll go around, meet you around the back.
I like try to see who's making eye contact with me because I want to throw them one of the weapons. So I got a sword and like a pistol now. So
Throw one to the other group.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay,
So I
go for
think
it.
is it safer to throw a sword? I don't know. I'm
And
gonna
you
throw
neither
it.
is safe.
slide it along the ground.
There's
You
no
can slide
safe
it.
way to do
Both
this.
risky.
No, I'm gonna throw it because that's what I do in the moment.
That's
But
true.
I put the safety on the gun
Yeah.
and I toss the gun to them.
Nice. The gun, like, slow motions in the air. And I feel like, who goes for it?
I bat it away.
I would love to. I'll grab it.
I would just
totally grab the
instinctively
gun.
just.
Because
Nothing's scarier than zombies except for guns.
my positive aspect is paranoid because you have to be vigilant. So Gary will think, I'll think that he's throwing it at us.
Yeah.
Oh, why would he do that?
He's just angry.
Yeah,
Erica,
Out of the way.
Erica, tell us you get the
One's
gun.
athletic.
I feel like Erica is on.
I'm gonna go for the gun. I might not catch it, but if
Yeah.
I see a gun going there, yes, weapon.
Give me a dexterity roll.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
You can
Let's see.
shoot. All right.
You're with them on stage.
So it is definitely landing on the ground because I got another 6.
Yeah,
But
no,
I
it
am
just
gonna.
goes-
I can go for it. So.
Yeah, let's see. Let's do a luck roll. I want to do a 50-50 split, just to
All
see
right.
what would happen, because safeties fail.
We're never getting into this magician theater.
Hey, you're good. Yeah, the gun lands, doesn't shoot someone in the head. Although,
Safety was
how
on.
funny that would be if the fucking magician just got shot. He like leans out, he's like checking, and then just the bullet goes
Blow it through the head. Yeah.
Close the
no,
door
he's-
again on them.
He's totally fine. Yeah, and as you see the gun, you start scrambling for it. Chris, you sort of turn around with the sword, and you see this shambling backstage hand come towards you, and he lunges for a bite. Give me a roll to attack.
Get him with your sword.
So give me 1 for the attack, 1 for the sword, and then 1 negative because the zombie's trying to bite your face.
I imagine I'm doing dexterity.
Yep, dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, vitality because you're defending.
Okay, so if I have a 2 in vitality and I rolled a 2, is that a success?
You succeed, yeah. And then, so he comes at you, sort of gnaws at you. You're sort of holding him back. Ahmed, you see, you're standing there. Joe, the two of you see Chris. He's holding this zombie off. What do you two do?
I'm gonna run over and kick that zombie in the guts.
Yeah. Ahmed, what about you?
Yeah, I equally kicked the zombie.
So you
Maybe
both
not
kick the zombie
equally,
in the
but-
guts.
Yeah.
Ahmed and
Yeah,
I
kick
look
the
at each
zombie.
other. We both have a fist full of shrimp cocktail.
Yeah.
Not yet. You're looking still.
We're still looking for the shrimp cocktail, but we have
haven't-
we never
hunger in
found
our
the shrimp
eyes.
cocktail.
And we run over and we both kick the zombie in the guts.
Yeah.
With
Perfect.
opposite
Give me
legs.
both of you. Give me dexterity rolls, just a straight up and straight down. So just a 1d6, and tell me if it succeeds.
Oh, I fucking fail so hard.
Yeah, you go to
the
kick.
worst.
Maybe you kick Chris in the ass a little bit. He's like, oh.
I got a 2.
Yeah, but
That
Ahmed,
passes.
you sing your foot straight
With
into
my
this
good
thing's
foot.
gut. Yeah, and it vomits all over Chris's face, just like like this like ichor. It's like it's like movie. It's like so thick and like sludgy.
It's fine. I got gravel. Gravel's gonna. This
This
is okay. This is okay.
Gary, Erica, and James, you pick up the gun, you run towards the stage, and as you get there, Erica, you see this zombie vomiting on Chris. You have the gun, and I feel like there's a stage left and a stage right, and there's like this moment maybe
Never
where
figure it out.
you kind of plan on coming together, but the stage floods with zombies. They all start clawing up and over.
Does Thriller
And
start
sort of-
playing?
No, it's something a little bit more off, like something more upbeat, like ABBA. I think it's some ABBA song.
Dancing
Oh,
Queen.
that's a
SOS
war
sounds.
sound.
SOS. It's SOS.
Yeah.
SOS. Yeah.
And it just starts coming in.
It's part of the
"When you
act."
See me, call
just
me,
go.
and it's like pouring in. And Erica, one lunges at you as well. Give me a vitality roll.
Oh,
It's
God,
gonna
oh,
be-
God.
It's going to be 1 because you have this thing coming at you. but you're going to have 2 positives. So you're going to have 1 positive because you have the gun that you kind of use as a weapon, and 1 because you are strong enough to do it. So
Okay, so let's talk about individual dice I get to roll?
yeah. So roll 3d6 and just think
Okay.
maybe the last one is your negative die. You just need to sequester 1 so that it's a little different.
Okay, so I have a 4, which did not do it, a 2,
Yep.
which did, and then
Yep.
the negative die was a 2 as well.
Okay, so it actually cancels out. So you don't take any damage, but you don't succeed. The zombie falls on you, and it doesn't hurt you. It just sort of goes boom, boom. And James and Gary, you both see Erica getting crapped into the zombie. What do you 2 do?
I'm gonna grab the zombie off of her, and I'm gonna try and like full Nelson him and hold him over to Gary to give him
Yeah.
a good sock in the
I'm
stomach.
gonna smash the beer glass into its face.
Yeah, Garbar.
Okay, James, give me a dexterity roll with advantage. So I want you to just roll 2 positive d6 to grapple him. And Gary, I want you to roll 3 dice, 2 positive and 1 negative. So just count the last one as your negative die. And
Okay,
let me
I
know.
failed.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
you
got
like
a 4
try
and a
to
5.
you try to wrestle him, but you just can't like get a hold of him. He's too like wiggly. But Gary's still ready for with the glass.
So you said the last one is my negative, yeah?
Correct. Yeah.
So I've got a fail, which is this is dexterity or vitality.
This is dexterity. 'cause
I have a
you're
fail, a
attacking.
success, and my negative is a 5. Oh my god.
That's
What
fine.
does that mean?
So that means you succeed. You smash the glass in the thing's face despite it kind of moving. It wasn't as exact as if James had been holding it. Kind of gets it in the neck and it falls over. But as you do so, it sort of lunges and like scrapes your hand a little bit. And you like pull it back. Like you can feel the stinging pain of its saliva on your skin.
He'll just very quickly wipe it and just like not kind of in the moment, like fucker, okay, and then try to pick Erica up so we can get moving.
You do, and as you do, you notice that the 3 of you sort of all lock eyes, the 6 of you, each group, as you move down the halls apart. One going to the stage right and one going to the stage left. Chris, Joe, Ahmed. Sorry, James, go ahead.
That's okay. I see that Gary has kind of been bitten a little bit, and being the tumultuous times that we're in, I pull out my hand sanitizer to sanitize the room.
Nice.
Not a good idea.
that should
I don't
work.
think.
It hurts so bad.
It's gonna suck, but
Yeah.
Jesus Christ Almighty. Okay, so
Why don't you give me a willpower
Is it
roll,
aloe?
Gary?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it aloe?
But it's lavender scented.
Yeah, it smells really
Oh,
good.
that's a fail.
Too strong.
Yeah, so it like really stings so much so that you're like, yeah, it's good, but you like wipe it away really
fine.
quickly.
And because I'm paranoid, I'm like, did James do that on purpose? Was that something he did to
So
wound?
paranoid. He's like, oh my god.
That's my
You
positive
separate.
aspect as well.
Chris,
Gotta be
Chris,
vigilant.
Joe, and Ahmed, you find yourselves barreling down a hall and panicking, sweat dripping from your forehead. You sort of run into the first room and you find yourself in a large, sort of empty dining room. At first, you're sort of feeling comfortable, but as you sort of begin to settle in and shut the doors behind you, you notice that there is movement in the far reaches of this large, empty dining room.
Okay. Let's do this quietly. Let's see if we can get by without startling them at all, and maybe we can get to the top deck or something like that.
Maybe we can throw some shrimp across the room.
No, Ahmed, no. Okay. Yes, we need to get above decks, but we also need to find weapons. I don't want to be caught just trying to kick left and right. Yeah,
Like
Chris
a
has got his
comical
awesome
scimitar.
sword.
Yeah.
And I want to look around to see if there's a weapon before we make our way stealthily.
Yeah,
through
of course
the
there
dining
is.
hall.
What do you find?
Well, I find a carving fork.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. You like pull it out of a half-carved roast. And as you're moving in, you're starting to realize that there is this like sense of people just abandoning this place mid. There's like chairs are knocked over and there's sort of an odd calm. And you start to feel the rocking of the ship, you notice for the first time that the lights outside, on the normally moonlit night on the ocean, it's just dark, the rain pattering against the bay windows that face the ocean.
Does it feel like we're adrift?
A little bit, yeah. It's difficult. It's difficult to tell exactly, but there's something that feels a bit listless about the way the cruise moves. You don't feel that thrum of an engine beneath it.
Okay, stay low, and we like get down and Chris is crawling, but I'm just kind of crouch walking
I got the sword in my
Going
teeth.
full.
Definitely
Yeah.
in my teeth.
Yeah.
between.
Like a pirate.
Squatting.
These like
squatting.
banquet tables.
Yeah, but Ahmed's like really half-assing it. He's kind of like
Squatting.
a little bit.
That's
Barely
like,
squatting.
I watched a little bit of the night trap or whatever. He looks like one of those.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
those guys.
good.
You're doing one of those.
Exactly.
Yeah. And as much as you're like, and like Chris is kind of like, Ahmed down, and Ahmed's like, I am, but he's like not at all. He's just like barely.
He's looking for
doing it.
shrimp.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
give
can't
me-
look on the tables and crawl at the same time.
No,
right?
of course that would be.
You got to
way
squat,
too
a good
difficult.
squat.
We're gonna try
You
stealth
see the
past all the
plates.
zombies in here, and like I'm sure like we see like legs twitching and stuff, like still seating, like zombies. They're like, you know, maybe still seating for some reason, or sitting.
Yeah.
You know?
No, absolutely. Yeah, give me a stealth roll, all of you, which we're gonna call probably a dexterity.
Okay.
All right.
Just
Give me a
one
shot.
die.
Yeah, we'll do a straight up and down dexterity. Actually, we're gonna give Chris 3, we're gonna give Joe 2, and Ahmed 1. Because of the levels of
For our
effort.
commensurate
The
heights.
levels of effort that you're making to be stealthy.
Good.
Okay, well, I failed.
I've failed also.
I was successful.
Yeah, so Chris,
It's because he was crawling.
yeah, you like climb silently into the swinging doors of the kitchen, and you sort of get your back up against the wall, and you kind of hear this ominous drone of like the fridge. You know, it's just sort of humming, and you look out, and Joe and Ahmed both are like picking like pieces of shrimp off of like a cocktail. It's
So
like-
good.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
And it's
We gotta
getting warm,
Keep
like
up
you
our
can't-
energy.
yeah, and as they're eating, you hear this like growl coming from the other side of the door, but directed towards them, you know, like as if you're sort of behind this thing. And maybe you take a moment, and as you do, you turn and you notice these 2 feet standing, you know, just from underneath the counter, and this of like a chopping. And as you you pan up, you look at these legs, you see this like zombie chef. And he locks eyes with you. Meanwhile, Erica, James, and Gary, the 3 of you are running down the opposite side of the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
And go ahead.
I'm stopping. Like, the only thing I need to actually grab on this is on the side of every cruise, because I know they always do the nautical theme. They have those life preservers and those those oars kind of around.
Yeah.
I am grabbing one of those life preservers. I am sticking it around my waist so I can hip check in safety. And then I'm grabbing one of those oars and screaming, "I'm leaving!"
That is a
And
good
I'm now
idea.
ready to go.
It's like a do not pass area. Perfect. Yeah, you throw it on immediately. I'm going to give you an additional die for any vitality roll, because that's brilliant. And as you're moving, you guys sort of push yourselves into a room, and you realize you're in the fun shops. The fun shops are like 2 large candy stores inside the Carnival Lounge. They have these big glass displays with candy balls and all that kind of stuff. And as you sort of enter and lock the door behind you, the crinkling of glass is beneath your feet as you look around, and you hear this like eating sound.
In the candy shop, do you have is sherbet a thing in the Americas?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a packet of that because it's like it's bubbly and it's sizzly and I'm gonna blow it in their eyes.
Nice. Yeah, you grab it. You just reach up and you grab a pack of sherbet.
Sherbet.
Yeah. But no one
delicious.
understands, because no one else does but
No
you.
one is Irish like you.
No one's Irish. They're just like,
This is
I
hard to
thought that
get.
was ice cream.
I thought it was
What are
ice cream
you
too.
talking
I think I'm
about?
thinking
There's
sorbet.
sherbet
We're
ice
thinking
cream.
sorbet.
Oh, it's that stuff you get like a popsicle, not a popsicle, a lollipop, and you like suck it and you dip it into this powder stuff and it tastes
Fun
like
dip.
mint.
We call it
Fun
fun
dip.
dip.
Fun dip.
you're
I
talking
get
about,
fun
you're talking about
dip.
like
That's
lemon sherbet,
sherbet?
right?
Yeah, that's what we call
I
it.
would never guess that.
Like
I
Big
just
old,
learned
uh,
that.
Big old box of fun dip.
So there's like this argument where he's like, sherbet, and then you guys are like, there's no, what are you talking about? It's like
it's
a
not
What is
cold.
it?
What do you
it's
mean?
a hushed, like overly angry tone too. Like,
What are you talking about?
Ahmed and I in 2 different spots are having the exact same thought, and it's, what are you doing? How is that what this has been the entire
trust me,
time?
This is good. This is
no,
gonna work.
Chris and you are having the same thought. Ahmed is enjoying a shrimp while Gary is enjoying a sherbet. You and
I'm not-
Chris
I'm
are
not-
team
yeah.
leaders.
Like parallel, they do like a parallel scene.
It's like
where
Shaun of the
both
Dead
me and
when they
Eric are going
cross
like this
paths.
and they're all eating.
You know, you like cross paths, and you're like they're mimicking each other. Like
Which is
Gary
the
and
good team,
Ahmed are
though.
both like texting, and James and Joe are
I'll
like,
make a
both trying
note to
support.
mention this to Ahmed afterwards, though. But for now, Chris and I, we have to force our way through this.
Yeah,
this
there's
is
like a
not the
mental
top of our
connection.
A lot
problem.
of sense.
Can I grab like a couple fistfuls of jawbreakers and stuff them in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah.
I go over.
Put them
I-
in your sock.
Use your
That's
shoelace.
a good idea.
Take off your sock. Put them in the
Swing the
sock.
thing
Spin it
over
around.
Ooh,
Like a-
that's good.
Like a bag of
great idea.
quarters.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's so good. And as you
I need
like
a sock.
slide it in and you
doesn't wear
stand up, He's got extra socks. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Just in
Going
his
out on a
Wonder
fancy
in
night,
his
you gotta
pocket?
make sure
In his
socks are in
socket?
the right place. Of course.
It's probably
And
a
as
little,
you,
like, iron
uh,
sock.
Is like pocket squares an extra sock?
As you're getting it
His
ready,
socket.
you're like tightening it. You hear this lumbering towards you. What do you three do?
Try to peek out, maybe. Are we behind some sort of cover?
Fuck everyone but us. I go for it. I got my
Yeah.
new weapon. I'm swinging. I'm running towards the danger.
Oh
Jawbreaker
yeah, you
sock?
do it. You jump over and get ready for battle.
Okay.
Right.
Give me a roll. First, I want a dexterity for the action. I want another positive dexterity die because you have an awesome Jawbreaker sock. And then I want one negative dexterity die because it is still a zombie that's attacking you.
Yeah.
For you two, because you're not taking the first move, I'm assuming, are you also attacking or are you laying low to see how it plays out?
I'm
Once I
coming
see
in as
James-
backup. I'm looking at the idea that no one gets the first shot, so in case those jawbreakers don't break a jaw, I'm coming in to sail us away to safety with
Same.
an arc.
That's a fucking good line.
Wow.
All right. The two of you can roll two positives with no disadvantage because you're just kind of adding to it. So
Okay.
James is the front line. So
Dexterity?
James, two positive, one negative. All of this is going to be dexterity.
Okay, cool. 2 positive, 1 negative. I got 1 success, 1 failure on my positive, and then my negative dice met my score.
That's fine. So as
Okay.
long, regardless of the negative dice, as long as it doesn't match one of the positive die you rolled, it still
Okay.
plays. So
Okay,
you
cool.
basically succeeded and
I
you took a
succeeded.
little bit of damage. So
Okay.
I don't think it's as bad as Gary. I think maybe you like run up and you hit it, and as you like knock its head to the side, it just sort of casually swipes at you and maybe cuts your shirt open a little bit of
Nice.
tummy blood. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Erica and Gary come up. Gary, you come up first with your sherbet.
Wait,
What do you do?
What? I got 2 successes, so what I'm gonna do is I imagine it's one of the big like tubs that like they would dip into to give you. So I like take a
tubs of
handful of it and then go and blow it into the zombie's eyes in the
Yeah.
hopes that I think it's gonna fizz his eyes.
Yeah, and I think not only is everybody confused, but so is the zombie. He's like,
Are you scooping it like it is ice cream, or is it
Not
actually
I was
powder?
handing it out.
Powder.
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 Yeah,
Look,
it's
see?
like this thing gets like whacked in the face, and then you're like, and it's like,
Yeah, what's all that effervescent sugar gonna do to
You-
it?
and I feel
You
like there's
have
a
hit
moment
it
where
with
Erica
cultural
and the zombie
shock.
sympathize. Erica's like, I know, right? And then Erica comes in, and how do you kill this thing, Erica?
I'm taking like the edge of this paddle right to its head, just
Yeah.
right down. One good quick crack like a walnut.
Yeah, and it does. It splits it open. It actually gets stuck in the paddle a little bit, and you kind of like wiggle it, and it falls. And there's like an instant moment where the two of you, or the three of you, are feeling really accomplished about what you do until you see the 3 old zombies lumbering towards you. Meanwhile, Chris, you are locking eyes with this undead cook as it stares at you. What do you do?
Well,
And again, you've seen the other one on the side of the door. They haven't yet. So you two are just eating shrimp out there.
I want to I have a sword and I'm definitely going to use it, but I want to see if the sword is actually a prop sword or a real deal, because when I swing it, it may or may not break on me, and I feel like that's a real possibility. So I would like to cut this chef's head off,
Nice.
and then if I do manage, I definitely want to bring it over to the others and be like, this is serious, guys. I'm holding the head when I'm saying it, but we'll see if I get to that point.
Okay.
All right.
So you get up and you make an attack. First off, let's just roll, because I want to see if you succeed, and then we can figure out how awesome it is.
Now, do I
So
get an
give me-
advantage having a sword?
Yep, so give me a positive for the attack, a positive for the sword, and then give me 1 negative because you're attacking a zombie.
Okay, so I got a 6 on my negative, a 1 on my positive, and a 3 on my positive. So that's enough to succeed, but I might have a drawback.
Perfect. So you are going to take a little bit of damage, which won't be fatal. It might just be a claw or something like that. But you do cut this thing's head clean off. Tell us how you do it.
So the sword itself is pretty flimsy, and I think it's going to be a clean cut, but as I get through, it's just kind of like this thudding noise. So it's like I go to cut, it doesn't quite work, and so I just kind of like keep forcing through the soft flesh.
Yeah, like kind of sawing a little bit.
Yeah, like, oh, this is horrible.
It's not sharp.
And then I grab the
Amazing.
head. I take the chef's hat off because I don't
Yeah.
want it to be comical. I bring it over to the others. I say, listen, I get it. Shrimp is expensive. But this is serious as blood's dripping.
Yeah. And
I
as
just
you
drop
walk
it
out,
on the shrimp tray.
ooh,
I look at the head and I say, "You made great shrimp, bro." And then I throw the shell of the shrimp on the tray.
Just a piece of shrimp falls out of my mouth.
And let's grab all the weapons from the kitchen, right? We got all
there's
kinds
like
of
a
stuff.
cleaver, right?
Yeah,
The cleaver from
so-
We
the
know we
kitchen.
got tenderizers. And
Not only that, Ahmed, you walk in and you sort of notice that, you know, everyone's sort of looking around. Ahmed, you look under and there's this t-shirt can, and at first you're kind of like, what the hell? But you realize someone's filled it with nails. This is a t-shirt cannon full of nails. And this was
would anybody
another
do that?
reward from the community that they gave you. Congratulations, kill something awesome with it. Meanwhile, as you are looking through this kitchen as well, Chris, you do notice that there is a button, just a weird button that says "Don't do what chrisdo.com," and you don't know what it will do, but you want to press it at some point. And then also, as you're moving through, Ahmed, you also just grab a butane torch, and you know you can have that. If you want.
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Creme brulee.
Exactly.
Do I find cigarettes? Oh no, there's no smoking on. There's no smoking.
Cruise ship. We're a classy cruise ship.
But you could do it anyway because it sounds neat, and smoking is cool.
Then I might
You're
die.
here,
I'm gonna
kids.
die anyway. You know,
You
it's
heard
a
it.
clean
Extra
living,
life.
right?
Smoking is just kidding. It's not. It looks cool, but it's
Speaking
not cool.
of kids' cancer,
Anyway, and Joe, you find
I'll throw it
something-
away and step on it.
Joe, you find something called COVZ21. You don't know what the hell it is. Meanwhile, as you guys are sort of preparing, we have these three comically elderly zombies lumbering towards you. But like, zombies walk slow. And this is comical. They're like barely moving. At first, you're like, are they? And they're just taking their time. Like a conversation can happen. What do you guys do?
Oh, could we use them as like a shield? Is this the sort of situation where we smell like zombies, or we're surrounded by zombies? The other zombies can't see us.
Is their reaction
No,
time
they're just-
so slow
Yeah.
that we can just kind of grab them, like huddle them around us,
throw them
Yeah.
off.
Where the
and then
Yeah,
machine-
like
Like herd them somewhere.
move
It's
with
kind of
them?
like that.
Zombie
Yeah.
sled. Zombie sled.
Zombie
zombie
sled.
sled.
You're gonna need some like licorice whip though to like.
Yeah,
get
we
them
do
together.
that.
We have that.
Oh yeah.
Shuffle board. Shuffle board.
Nerd rope.
Somebody
rope.
find the butterscotch candies, and we'll put that on a little line. And we'll lead them around.
Yeah, and like as you sort of see them, you're spotting them. It does look like they just came from shuffleboarding. They're each holding shuffleboard like pushers, which if you don't know what they are, they're perfect for keeping your distance. Because what they are is they're basically like
Little neck
little
holders.
neck holders. So there's like
Wisdom of the elders.
7 of those if you want.
Stick.
Okay, we start grabbing. Just grab them. I think we're okay to jump in really quickly and snag.
Yeah, they don't
them.
even care.
Yeah, I'm
One
gonna
of them
One
doesn't
for
have
each of us.
semen. She's
Shove
like
it
gumming.
in their
She's
faces
like,
so we can take them.
All right, shuffleboard
We're gonna
stick has
shuffleboard
been
them all
added
around.
to inventory.
perfect. Are you
And
carrying?
as I
them with you, or
understand, in
just-
Canada, this is a national pastime because it's basically curling, so it's bled into me.
It's basically
good
the
weapons,
same.
I'd say,
You're
aren't
going to be great at it. Are
Blasphemy to curling.
you guys going to bring them to you? Like bring them with you as well, or are you just kind
The
of?
Oh
zombies?
yeah,
That's bingo.
That's amazing.
we gotta.
So you sort of push through, and up a short set of steps, you come out to a big indoor pool. You sort of smell that first scent of, chlorine as it
I
begins
still love the smell.
wafting over you. Yeah, it's very familiar and very comforting, and you notice immediately, viscera all around the pool. The pool is almost red, but it's also sloshing back and forth with sort of the listless way that the boat is moving. And James, as you're sort of walking by, you find this. You just sort of like casually glancing, and there's this big stack of like cookie sheets. But for some reason, the one on the top, it looks like it was a manufacturing defect because it looks like 2 or maybe 3 have been melded together.
Nice.
And there's just this moment of like, where like a beam of broken light shines down on
I love
it
it.
for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab that in kind of one hand, and then my positive mental is tinkering. Can I fashion that into a shield? And then can I also fashion my jawbreaker sock on the end of my shuffleboard cue to have like a flail in the other hand?
Yeah. What do you think this is? A game? Of course you do that. You do exactly
yeah.
that. And
Hell
you,
yeah.
And for some reason, like as you're doing it, you know, you're like, there's a lot of magnetism, and you're kind of moving around, and somehow you come out with all this like aluminum foil over you, and you look like a fucking knight.
Hell
you have
yeah.
this like this swinging mace and this awesome shield like cookie sheet, and you just look like a fucking knight of zombie
love it.
kicking ass. And as you're
my
moving,
God.
Gary, you're starting to feel like the sweats. Like it's
Yeah.
starting to like chill over you as you're starting to like hang back, and you look down and you realize like the cut is like comically infected. Like it's like bubbling, like something is being pushed out
Seeping
through
in and
sewage.
out, in and out.
Yeah, it's like
Steam is
it's
hissing out of it.
yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, he'll take it. I'll take a look at it and just be like, oh, I don't think that's good. James, Erica, has you seen this before? This is a scratch, right? That's gonna heal. Should I dip it in the chlorine?
Well, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
a good
sterilize
idea. And
that.
I pick up and I read my hand sanitizer. And I'm like, God damn, fucking, and I throw it away.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
must
mixed
be
up.
allergic to the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, that's probably what
thanks
it
for
was.
trying.
Yeah.
I'll lean over the side of the pool. I'll splash this a bit. Chlorine. That's good. I'll drink some as well, just because.
Yeah, Gary,
what you
you
do.
bend down and you
Health.
like splash it, and as you do, it's like you notice like a, you know, like
On
from
my
the
arm?
center of like from the center of the pool, like a couple big bubbles, and you're like, all right, and then you look back down, and then it
Pump is
happens
broken.
again, and you look back up, and you look back down, and then when you look away to say something, this figure begins rising from the center of this pool, this hulking, almost 4 times the size of a regular person. Its suit that belongs to the cruise ship is torn, seamless shoulders, its muscles rippling out, its gaunt face hanging and slagging to the side as it bellows out this massive Meanwhile, Chris, Joe, Ahmed, you move through the kitchen, and as you do, you hear the familiar of the nightclub. You move in and it's all dark. Flashing strobe lights are like cutting through. You can almost like move slow motion as you're moving through these like pillars within the darkness. There's fog and smoke as if someone hit every single button. And as you look over to the DJ booth, you see that he's passed out over top of it. And in the darkness, something small, crouching quickly, begins moving towards you. At first, it's coming right at you, and then in an instant between the strobes, it's gone. Like a flash of light. It's completely missing. This sort of shallow breathing, thin, almost creepy moving figure. What do the three of you do?
Zombie ravers.
They're the worst kind.
For real.
The only way that we can escape this is by raving right along with them.
Yeah.
And
is.
I bust out my best dance moves.
And as you like begin dancing in, these zombies who are like approaching you kind of see your moves, and similarly to how like you can fake walking like a zombie, you can fake dancing like a zombie. And you do your best. Everyone give me a charisma roll. With disadvantage. One positive, one negative.
Well, mine canceled out.
Oh, that's perfect. So yeah, you kind of you move forward, but the weight of Joe and Ahmed are carrying you. You're not doing it convincingly.
Yeah,
but
no.
one notices.
I'm really self-conscious about a lot of things, and seeing how good Joe and Ahmed are at dancing, I just can't put my best foot forward. I'm like,
Yeah, it's difficult.
I don't know,
Literally.
guys. I don't know.
Well, the thing about that is I do
So
so
good.
bad that I fail and take damage.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't realize that Joe's doing bad because you don't get what the fuck she's doing. You're
I'm
kind of like,
dancing
yeah,
up
I
with
feel
zombies.
so bad.
This will
So
work.
interpretive.
Just like doing one of these. Ahmed, what do you get? What did you get?
Doing the
Well, I'm
grocery
carrying all this junk and I'm trying to dance. It's not working very good because I'm carrying too much stuff.
So there's like this moment, and then it's like very classic as you're like dancing, and then all of a sudden it's like, and the three zombies just snap their heads towards you, and they pounce up in the air ready to attack. Meanwhile, Gary, this figure is standing over top of you. It is bubbling down. Its spit and like blood is just dribbling down. Erica and James, you are seeing this all sort of unfold. And James, I imagine you're sitting next to like an outside barbecue. You know, there's mini propane tanks sort of just sitting behind the counter that you're hiding behind.
Awesome. I grab one of the propane tanks and I look at Erica and I say, "You still have that gun?" And I whip it up towards the Goliath.
Fuck yeah.
Give me a dexterity roll, James.
Oh God. Oh God.
If I see this,
Fail.
I'm gonna try dive into the water to avoid it.
Fail.
Oh no,
Where does
Gary!
it go?
You
Where does
see,
it go?
you see him throwing this, but you see it's about to miss. Do you intervene?
Yeah, I have my pole, my shuffleboard pole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and hit it up into the path of where I see Erica aiming.
Yeah. Okay, Gary, give me a roll.
Because I only have the one hand, so one's in
Yeah.
the water, and I'm just like,
Yeah, give me a roll, Gary.
okay, just Dex. Here we go. Well, it's a success.
Yeah. You like jump up as this propane tank is sailing through the air. But as you're jumping, you notice that like the shuffleboard thing is not giving you the grip. And you're like, fuck it. And you grab it with your hands. Gary, what happens?
So I grab it with my hands and I start running towards the Goliath,
Yeah.
looking at Eric and be like, do it. And
Yeah.
I jump up towards its face.
Yeah.
The bullet flies out.
Yeah.
Makes contact.
And with a explode, like it's like perfectly timed. Like Gary jumps, and his like arms get bitten off as the bullet goes into the closing maw of the creature, and it just explodes. Gary just evaporates in an instant of like blood.
It's like
Nice.
sherbet,
Yeah, I'm sure. It's like magic
rains down.
falls down.
Yeah, it's just a
slowly.
miss. A sherbet miss.
I like to think
Yeah.
that before I blew up, because I couldn't, my arms were bit off, so I couldn't do the Terminator 2 like
Yeah.
this. So I could
No,
just,
but
like,
your
do a
arms
little
do.
wink. Oh, the arms, they're flailing.
The arm,
about,
yeah, like the arm flies through the
Twisting.
air, and then it lands in the center of the pool and just sinks like that. It's perfect.
So good.
And
This
Gary,
is how I would have liked to have gone. This was a good death.
you will.
I would like to comically pass out at this point.
Yeah, and you just go.
Swoon.
"Ah," and Eric grabs you. Gary, thank you so much for hanging out with us, man.
Thanks,
How's it going,
everyone.
Gary?
Have a good one. Saturday.
Don't die, don't die,
He
don't die.
took out the big one, right?
Oh, they'll all die.
did.
Oh,
He
he took out the
one.
big
Oh,
one.
okay, good, good.
Yeah, as you, I mean, you're.
That's this one just passed out. That one just exploded. So honestly, the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure I still have my little shuffleboard, my oars kind of in my back or whatever,
Yeah.
and say, "Thanks, Gary. Come on, Mima," and start pushing her towards the exit because I can't do this. Thanks, Gary.
Gary,
Thank
come
you.
on, Mima.
He better be getting on his feet real fast because I can give him one good kick on the side to say, "Get going or we're leaving."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the two of you start moving, and you're like barely walking over yourself. Meanwhile, the three zombies leap down. Everyone give me a vitality roll. This is going to be to save from being hit. I want you to take 1 for just being vital, 2 if you have any sort of implement that would benefit you, and then 1 negative die because 3 zombies are trying to attack each of you. That's Ahmed, Chris, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I swapped.
So how many negative was that?
That's 1 negative, 2 positive.
Cool. If I have something positive, I'm gonna do 2 and 1 because I don't think of it. I cancel out.
Nice.
I fail and I take damage.
Oh no, Joe!
yeah.
This zombie lands on you and pushes you back. Your head hits the back of the dance floor with a thud. You can feel the wet blood from your head, and as this zombie is like clawing down at you, you reach for anything and you feel this like weirdly cylindrical thin object.
And I pull it up in front of my face.
Yeah, it's almost glowing.
It's a glow stick.
Yeah, it is, but it's a weird looking glow stick. Why?
Because it's also a dildo.
Play
Alright.
the music. Play the music.
Reaction.
And it also
It
has a
is-
speaker in it. It plays this music.
Cruise.
I'm just like, okay.
It's a dildo glow stick.
Damn it! And I
Help kids! Donate today.
throw it at
Take
the
an
zombie's
inspiration.
face.
Yeah, you throw it at the zombie's face. You like stab it. You just stab it over and over
Yeah.
into its eye. And you
Yeah.
just-
There
your
was a
eye-
movie.
It is not a
there was
metaphor.
there was some shitty action movie, and the guy had a carrot, and he used it as a weapon, and that is what's happening.
Shoot, yeah,
Anybody
shoot him
out
up.
there?
Absolutely.
Shoot him up.
Yeah, he does it and shoot him up.
yeah.
Yeah, and you stick it in, you flip it on, it's like, and it's just like splattering blood
Glow in
everywhere.
the dark.
Yeah, give me a roll to hit for dexterity.
I
Give you 2
will.
positives. already
You
took
better
negative.
believe I get 2 positives.
Yeah.
All right, I succeed.
Yeah.
I take 1 damage again.
Yeah, you stick it in as like the blood is like all over your face.
It's
and
like
this creature's
scratching
clawing
my
at you.
neck.
Yeah, and then you just like palm it in, and it goes right into the back of its head, and it falls
Yeah.
over.
I
I
Nice.
fucked to death.
push the zombie body off of me.
Yeah,
Inspired by what I saw and disturbed, but mostly inspired. I say cylindrical, and it makes me think of other phallic things in the room. The microphone, so I run over.
other
and I wanna-
phallic things. In the
Yeah.
Me, my last name.
I want to push
Oh, we need
the DJ off, crank the volume, and put the microphone right in front of the speaker to get a feedback loop.
Oh yeah, you get a feedback. It's like
Yes.
perfect. Yeah, it's like making them. It's going
Yeah.
crazy. Give me a logic roll for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's
Ahmed,
logical.
what did you get for your?
I passed, and then for
Yeah.
the extra one I passed, but then I failed the negative. What does that mean?
It
that
comes
mean
at
pass?
you. It doesn't hurt you. Like, it doesn't bite you or anything like that. You kind of wrestle with it, but you take a bit of damage. So maybe it just like claws at you, but you're grappling it, Ahmed. And maybe you see Chris doing this, and the speaker is maybe 5
I
feet
immediately
from
take
you.
out my plugs and I put them in my ears.
Yeah,
as I'm
you put 'em in.
fighting. I'm like, "Oh, 'cause
But
I
you
got
notice
my
the zombie
plugs."
is like trying to claw for its head, and the giant speaker is like 5 feet from you.
Ugh.
I succeeded. By the
Yeah,
way.
you succeeded. So this piercing wail, Ahmed, what do? You have this zombie. You're grappling it.
I wanna like, I don't know, push it into the speaker.
Yeah, you walk up, you like push its head up to the speaker, and it's like popping, its like eyes are popping, and it's like fizzing and bubbling, and as you're like pushing its head, it's just sort of roasting from the inside out. Meanwhile, the zombie that's after you, Chris, is like clawing towards you, and it's coming up, and then all of a sudden you see this pool of water splashing down. And Erica and James, give me dexterity rolls, both of you, just a
no.
positive. That's a good gift.
I did not do it.
Erica, you take damage as you fall through the floor as you guys are crossing. A huge explosion just happened. The water, though, cushions you. You only take 1 point of stress. And then all of a sudden, all 5 of you are standing in the room together for the first time since you've been separated. And there's a moment of respite. Talk.
Hey guys, great to see you again.
Are you still
isn't it?
steering a zombie in front of you?
Look at old
Yeah,
lady
Her name's
zombie.
Beatrice. I just named her that now.
I
That's
can't
on
hear
the- My
anything.
name is stickers on her.
Where's Gary?
Gary
Gary did what Gary had to do.
didn't make it, but he died doing what he loves: a stick maneuver into a pool.
He went up the river, but I had to paddle.
Also, have you guys ever heard of sherbet? Like
No? What? Like
ice
rainbow
cream?
sherbet? Like you know,
ice
waffle
cream, but it was
Ice
like
cream?
a powder, I think.
Fun dips.
It's not
Yeah,
like a
Fun
pixie
Dip.
stick.
Or a pixie stick, yeah.
Pixie stick. Oh,
Pixie
okay.
Okay.
Also, there are zombies.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know.
tons.
So many
What's
zombies.
what's going on in the Joe situation? What's
Nothing.
happening with that one?
D- no.
Oh, okay.
Don't
To
lie,
pay
Joe.
no
You killed a
attention.
zombie with a dildo. It was
Oh, wow.
something to behold.
Well,
Oh,
huh? That's cool.
Don't be so
step over
modest.
feminism.
Yeah. And I wipe myself off of the goo. And we go on our merry way together.
Yeah, where do you guys go
I
next?
look, I her dildo, and I say trade, and I hand her the nail gun.
Oh
And I
yeah,
take
I
the-
want that t-shirt cannon for sure.
I saw she used. I can understand. If I can get the eye, then this could
Yep.
be good.
Yep.
Listen, I know
Tradesies.
one thing, and that is that old ladies named Beatrice love to walk. So maybe she has that sort of instinct in her mind. If we follow her and just let her lead the way, maybe she'll get back into that walking around the ship, and she'll take us up to the top because old people love the sun.
It's
So true, so true.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is.
all of that tracks.
Flawless
I mean,
logic.
they're at an age where they don't have to worry about melanoma.
Yeah.
Exactly, and especially not now with the whole being dead thing.
Yeah.
Wait, should I be
Yeah.
worried about melanoma?
You should give her more melanoma, if anything.
Exactly.
really. She can handle it.
It's a lack of.
And you notice that like, you sort of get a good look at her for the first time. She's wearing this like cardigan, she's undead and monstrous looking and all that kind of stuff. But you do notice she's wearing like a t-shirt with someone's face on it. And there's a very odd expression underneath it. It's sort of like, you can't quite read it in the darkness. And as you pull down the shirt, you realize it's a t-shirt for a Ben Stiller fan club.
Oh.
You don't know why.
I'm glad
Is
she's
there a
zombie.
meetup? Are we in some sort of fan meetup? That's a very specific shirt to be wearing in public. That's a
And
choice.
Wait,
You
I
do
take the
remember.
T-shirt and I
Yeah.
ball it up. And I
Yeah.
realize it goes into the
Did you
can.
just strip
just
this
have
old
these-
lady?
The zombie octogenarian.
No, I didn't.
She's like, take it off. Take it off. No, but you do remember
She's
when you
wearing
got on
it
the
over
ship,
her
there was like
sweater.
a weirdly elite, sort of professional looking, Ben Stiller's on the boat. and
It was signed. We see the signature.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fresh. It smells
there you
just
go.
like Sharpie.
Yeah, he says, thank you for all your stuff, Agnes.
Agnes.
Great seeing
Gotcha.
you on the
For all your stuff.
stuff. Yeah. They had
All right,
sex.
this is perfect.
Obviously.
Celebrities have private means of transportation. They would not leave him on a cruise like this. He's in here for the one night.
Erica
Let's go
gets
find Ben
it.
Stiller.
She
He
gets it.
probably has.
Oh, there's a
helicopter.
yacht. You think there's a yacht parked
See,
next to the
Celebrities
cruise?
are always the first to survive. Get with a celebrity because they're gonna help you.
So I walk in front of this ancient zombie,
oh yeah, she's
and
ancient.
I'm like, listen, Agnes, Ben Stiller just called me, and he wants to meet you again.
Yeah, she doesn't respond.
Can you find Ben Stiller?
Find
I
Ben
want to use her
Stiller.
as a bloodhound, a
Find
zombie
Ben Stiller.
bloodhound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a piece of Ben Stiller on you, perhaps?
Yes.
We have
No,
his
but
I do my
legacy and
best
his
Ben
movie.
Stiller.
It was Ben Stiller's dildo.
I do
It
my
was his
best
marker.
Ben Stiller
Yeah,
impression.
you look to.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost.
Oh no,
him.
they just
Their
froze.
internet's
Oh.
down.
The
But we're
entire
still
top half
on.
just froze.
Hello there, stream.
Wait, so what? Do we have to like restart or what?
Freeze
No,
stream!
they'll be back
That's
here
Ben
in
Stiller
like
in
a couple
like-
minutes.
It's
They
an
might
hour
have to
now.
restart.
Oh, wait, all their
Back.
all their
Back.
voices are
Back.
catching up.
Back?
You hear the buffer?
Sorry.
Hold on, you guys are coming back.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the world.
We win.
Are we
Sorry,
still
guys.
Tiny coup we
You
were
guys are a bit
staging.
choppy. So
Oh, no.
I want you to
win.
say pumpernickel when you hear me say potato.
Pumpernickel.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I think you guys are back.
Yeah.
You're glitchy, but
Yeah.
they're fine.
I think
totally-
it's because there's the three of us on the internet right now.
It's wherever I go.
Or maybe
shit.
it's because they're on the cruise ship.
No, it's because it's 420.
Oh, lazy.
Lazy.
Oh, wait, hang on. I had something for this.
Is it Dune?
All of that inspires me to think of Ben Stiller's most romantic movies.
Which
Because if Ben Stiller is Ben Stiller and he's in so many movies, he'd feel his own instincts to go to a place that he starred in. Where would Ben Stiller go? What's his most famous movie? Anyone.
Zoolander.
Blue
Zoolander.
Steel.
We gotta find a stage.
Zoolander. Yeah.
We gotta go back to the magic stage. That's the only stage in this place.
I do the blue steel look.
Yeah, makes sense. You're just frozen doing blue steel for me. Just like this.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's turned into something else now.
It's a whole choppy thing now.
Yeah. We're in choppy waters. Hang on. Let me play
Oh
some chop.
no,
Chris is gone now.
No, I was just turning on my camera to see what happened.
We're in choppy. That's choppy waters. That was very
That'll
loud.
work.
Sorry.
Am I choppy or can you hear me if I keep going?
you're still kind of choppy. You're
Both.
not really.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
How do we do this? Stupid internet. Should we just restart the browser? We don't want to lose Steam, but at the same time. What do you think?
I mean, usually you guys restart your router and you're fine afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know how StreamYard works. If I leave it, if I don't
So-
cancel it, if I don't end it, does it stay on?
I think so.
No, we're gonna find out. We'll restart the
Alright.
browser. You three can stay on if you want, or do you want me to keep you minimized? You just want to?
I'm so curious to see what's gonna happen.
Great.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
just,
it's gonna just.
I just want to stay right here and see what happens.
All right, we're gonna restart.
Excited.
It's 5 minutes.
We're looking for Ben Stiller.
I'm curious.
All right, then here we are.
So are we?
Oh, we're still here.
still
We're
on.
live.
It's
This
our
is great.
stream
How?
now.
How
Oh,
is this? Oh, this is
Good. This is
great.
power. None of us can do
I-
anything, but I love this.
I say we need to throw in a whole bunch of other plans while they aren't here to stop us.
Yeah.
What
Can
can we
we
do?
verify? Can we get the comments? Somebody comment. Let's see if the comments this is actually happening, or if it's in our imagination.
No,
'Cause
it
it might
still,
be in our
says, it
imagination.
still says live.
I know, but live light.
Hey
I think
there,
we're still
chat.
good.
Are we still live? Yeah, we're still alive. Okay.
We're still alive. All
Oh,
right,
shit.
We're
sweet.
still good. We're still solid.
Okay, I guess we got an extra life.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the magic room because Ben
We
Stiller
should've never
obviously is going
Yeah.
back there. Like that's what his
Absolutely.
instincts are telling us, and he probably has bodyguards or something. Maybe he knows.
You know, I ran into
That's
Ben
why
Stiller at
he
the
had
airport
that-
once,
Really?
and he didn't have any bodyguards.
Okay,
He was
so
just
he
rushing
doesn't
to his
have
flight.
Earth guy. But I feel like that's
I don't
why
know,
they
he may
put
have
all
them
the,
now.
all the tricks on that little pamphlet. Because at the end, he was going to be the big reveal. He was probably going to do like a movie drop. Why else would he be here?
That makes
Oh,
sense.
that's a good point. What movie is
PR
coming out?
stunt.
Ben Stiller movie.
I'm blank. I'm thinking of like Meet the Parents right now.
Walter Mitty.
Yeah, I'm thinking of he was in Tropic Thunder for that little bit. No.
Yeah, Tropic
Yeah, he
Thunder.
was.
Yeah.
He was the star, no?
He was. Well, I don't know why I confused him with the agent.
That's a
or
good
like
one.
with-
So he's doing the
with-
sequel to Tropic Thunder. He's doing Tropic Thunder 2, The Thunder from
Yes.
Down Under. And that
Explains
one,
the tropical cruise.
yeah,
So-
this is exactly. There we go. Okay,
Let's
so
see
yes,
here.
let's
Right
find Ben
now-
Stiller.
So Dodgeball 2 was announced. He's a producer
that's a
on
good
that.
point.
Ah.
Dodgeball 2 is coming out.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
been
we already
announced.
got our tropical. Okay,
Oh,
you know what?
sorry.
He's doing
I
a
was
double
Googling
because
I'm
of
sorry.
COVID.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, he's doing
Because of that.
double.
Doing a
doubling
double
up.
announcement. Catching up
Yeah.
on all the movies
Yeah.
that he did
But I
get to
love
film
the idea.
before.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder 2. So he definitely has like those military contacts to get like the good, military helicopters. So he's probably
Oh.
All right, that makes sense. All right,
That
we
makes
know we got to go to the
We got
stage.
it.
We got to find out where Ben Stiller was, because if he's a zombie, we just got to find him, grab his
Yeah.
phone,
Yeah.
call up, and pretend like he's still there.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got to
Okay.
do.
So we're just
Okay.
gonna navigate our way on there. We're gonna use this time for Harlan to not be around to throw obstacles at us and be like, do, 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 do. Back up to the way Ahmed's group came. This is us making our way over, guys.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Hi. What's going on?
What footsteps?
So if anybody asks, that's what we've been up to. Also, guys, don't forget to
We've
donate to the
hijacked the
charity
stream.
stream.
We've
Yeah,
had-
let's
great.
check in
For
on
great
that. Let's
cause.
see-
Here's
let's
an
see how
airport
we're
in
doing.
France.
I feel like there
Just
should
an
be more
airport in
screaming.
France.
There'd have to be more screaming.
Oh, hang on. Do you want zombie apocalypse? Hang on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Zombie apocalypse.
Oh, I'm looking at the Extra Life page right now.
That's horrifying.
We are
That's
currently
horrifying. You got it. I can't do that one.
$199 away from $6,000.
Somebody
We're
throw
very
the link to me
close.
right now.
Okay, check our private chat.
Huh?
Hi,
Better?
Harlan.
And?
Harlan, guess what I just found out?
What?
We're having an apocalypse.
We are $199 away from $6,000 in donations.
What? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we are $199 away from $6,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't look at me.
Joe's
What
just
was
picking
that?
her nose.
Sorry, I have a cold.
She's sick. There we go. Good now?
No, don't. No.
No.
I got more.
Just wait. Give it a second.
So
Remember-
we've decided that Ben Stiller is promoting 2 movies on the
He
ship.
is.
He's promoting
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder 2 and Dodgeball 2.
I love
And so
Tropic Thunder.
He brought his Tropic
good
Thunder
movie.
stunt coordination team, and so they know people who have helicopters and stuff, and like who know how to operate like military vehicles.
Guys. Obviously, all that's true. So, yeah, as you take a second and talk, you're like, this makes the most sense. Yeah. But you also know that Ben Affleck religiously likes slides. And you know that at the top of Carnival cruise ship, there is the most epic water park. So,
So we got to go there.
yeah. The only problem is about 200 zombies lay between you. Time's up. Suit up and fight.
Okay. Wait, so we're getting up to the magic room, or we're back at it?
I don't know. You do what you want.
'Cause
there's
we're already
another
in there.
stage. So there's another stage. There's the top deck Carnival Cruise Line Super Stage, where all the big A-list goes. It's also just a change of scenery. Also, there's slides.
I was gonna say
mini
water
putt,
park, right?
And
Yeah.
basketball.
It's like
It's
a water park with an amphitheater, like at one end.
Yep.
And
a
the
Yes.
biggest,
spa.
greatest slide ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And
exactly where I was
And
suggesting
Ben
we go
Stiller
from
loves
the start.
slides.
He
Loves
is.
it.
It's a
slider.
known fact. And we know that because Beatrice, I'm assuming, has kind of, brought along a little fact sheet around her neck as well to help in just these moments.
It's her emergency contact.
Yeah, her emergency list of Ben
if I
Stiller
am
facts.
lost, please tell
Please
me
call
about
Ben
these
Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Holy
facts.
shit, we just surpassed $6,000.
Holy shit!
Guys, thank you so much to Megan Shepardson. Erica, is that you?
Yeah, but I thought
Thank
it was
you,
in
Erica.
CAD, but it was
What?
in USD. I got the version wrong.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
This is crazy.
$6,059. Let's
amazing.
keep it going.
Yeah, right. Me too. I mean, that's crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Take that,
everybody.
stretch goals.
Take that. What?
Stretch goals.
Gold?
Well, stretch goal.
Stretch goals.
That's right. We
goal.
need a $6,000 one now. We gotta figure that out. But anyway, we gotta figure out Ben Stiller
Stiller.
first.
Stiller.
I was like, Ben Folds? No.
I
Ben
imagine
Stiller
that
first.
Agnes Beatrice actually had that little list because she wanted to have a chat with Ben Stiller when she met him, and she was so nervous she didn't have enough topics, so she brought those facts as like things to remember. And then some of the things that would be there would be like a phone password. So if we do
Yes.
find his phone, we can get into it
Ooh.
because she's one of
100%.
those fans.
Obviously.
Full fan right there.
A committed fan. All
right.
Yeah.
real Invictus
Absolutely.
fans know my.
You don't live as long as she
Yeah.
does to just become a zombie without learning a few things about dedication.
It's laminated too,
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I just wanna
Yes,
get
thank
it
you.
to that.
in case she
That'd
goes
be
on a pool, you know?
Yeah, so you sort of pull out the cruise ship deck plan, which is conveniently here in the private chat, and you realize that the surefirest way to get to the carnival
surefire.
waterworks,
Oh, that's thorough.
yeah,
this is a big ship.
yeah, the best way to get there from where you are, which
She's
is just
beautiful.
beneath the beach pool, is going through 2 decks to get to those carnival waterworks.
Are they big?
And the multi-sport
big decks?
court and the sports square.
We gotta
the
do it,
problem
guys.
Is, a lot of zombies between. What's the plan?
We are grabbing the phone that he has. Assuming
Yep.
he's alive, we'll get him to do it. But if he's not, it's fine because Joe said that she had a Ben Stiller impression. So
I
we're going
do.
to use that.
Yes.
And we're going
Right.
to call in Ben Stiller's emergency get away from fans chopper.
But
I
in
love
order to get there,
Yeah.
we have to protect ourselves.
That's right.
And I look around to see what part of this boat we can potentially defend ourselves with and make more armor out of, because I see what James is rocking and I desperately am afraid for my own life because I've got some scratches on my neck. And I look around and I see that there's like a volleyball net.
Yeah.
And I see that there are a lot of mini golf court.
There's a sport
Areas.
and spa area, and you know the spa has ample face masks, towels.
Ooh, do they have these big fluffy robes?
They get the fluff.
Yes.
We all get decked out in these beautiful
Wear 4
fluffy
each.
robes.
I think I also want
And
to.
fight for that luxury.
I think the one with the Ovation Theater, that
Yeah.
fourth one in. There's
Yeah.
a club that's called the O2 Club, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking they had actually pump oxygen into that
They
club.
do.
So I want to get like tanks, and we can actually make like flamethrowers from
Absolutely.
or bombs from it.
So we have an
I don't know if it'll work that
amazing montage where you guys are like going to the upper spa. You're like pulling them on, getting them all ready, tightening them up, and then you're like taking these tanks with like slow zoom ins as you're like getting them all ready and tightening them up. Chris is like giving her the nod, and she's like unleashing it. And by the time you like wheel up and start heading up the stairs to the next floor, the one that's riddled with zombies, you are looking like 5 of the baddest asses in the entire world.
I'm like twirling mini golf clubs.
And there's like this moment, and you're like stand up at the stop, and the music chills, and all the zombies look towards you, and you're like, let's do this. And you like turn the gas on, and shit hits the fan. I want everyone to give me 2 dexterity rolls. as you start chopping and hacking your way through the crowd of zombies.
What's the song in Zoolander where they're doing the gasoline fight and it's a montage?
Wake me up.
Wake me up.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's that song though.
Okay, cool. Wake me up before you go, girl.
So how
Erica.
you said two? You said
Yep.
2 rules?
Yep.
Okay. So the first one was a 1. The second one was a 3. So I failed the second one. But
Amazing.
succeed the first
Doesn't
one.
matter. Yeah, Erica, you come out swinging. What are you yielding to wreak destruction on these zombies?
I am wielding Beatrice. I have told her that Ben Still's on the other end, and that clicks in her mind, someone that dedicated. So she is already clawing through everything, this furious octogenarian passion to get to her
created
item,
a
and I am
cannibal
there
zombie.
shuffleboarding her around.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like pushing her and she's like, "Argh." You like put her teeth in, but you like sharpen them first. You've like sanded them so they're like spikes to make them extra dangerous. And yeah, she's just gnawing into people, tearing them apart, and you're like pushing her and pulling her back. Chris, you fail. But what are you trying to do?
Well, I thought I was going to use the tanks to like make this blowtorch thing, but it doesn't work. And I see the flames coming right back at me, and in just a moment second, I hit that button I have. Whoa! That's not going to work.
And you
So
were
instead
wound a little bit.
Yeah. I like the Sherlock Holmes type thing where I like play it up like that's gonna blow up. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So instead, I lay the tanks on the ground and I hit the top off and light it so it just shoots out.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and because you used your button, it's gonna automatically succeed. You knock this thing as it goes firing across, knocking zombies over until it hits the far wall, which is another gas tank, and you just see this as like half the zombies at the back just get incinerated in this ball of fire. Ahmed, did you succeed?
Oh no, hold on.
No, I failed.
I have to
Sorry,
say,
Chris.
Don't do what Chris do. And then I just kind of look like
Wink at the camera.
Hit the button.
Go ahead.
Yeah, don't do it, chrisdo.com.
Yeah, I failed because I tried to do what Chris do and I failed. So
Yeah.
I tried to do the same. I saw what he did and I was like, I went for an oxygen tank and I knocked off the thing and it didn't light. So I tried to light it with the butane and the whole thing just exploded in my face.
Explodes in front of you. It's like what's that movie? There's like a part in Saving Private Ryan or something where one guy puts a sticky bomb on the tank and another guy tries to do it and he blows up while trying to do it or something. It's like he tries to do something he saw, or like when Ian Malcolm is like, I can do a flare as well. It just blows up in front of you. James, you see Ahmed go sailing past you comically into the wall. He leaves like an imprint of himself into the drywall. You take some stress. James, did you succeed?
I did succeed.
So what are you wielding?
So I have modified my cookie sheet with a bunch of those golf clubs, and I've snapped them in
Yes.
half and kind of put them through. So now I have this cool spiked shield. And instead of swinging around, a bunch of jawbreakers on the end of a stick, I have fashioned a zombie's head. It has long hair, and I tied the hair in a knot. So now I have this giant, massive, like 30-pound flail, just
God.
full of zombie brains swinging around.
Yes. Yeah, you're like knocking something. You're like fucking. I know you don't know this reference, but you're like Sauron. When he's like fighting.
I understand that reference.
Well, I know you said you didn't see it, but
Knocks everyone down with the mace.
yeah, when he's like knocks everyone down with that flail or whatever, like, and they all
Flail.
go just like swinging down.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, their just heads are going flying against the wall, spattering Ahmed, who's like stuck in the wall with their blood, just like. Joe, did you succeed?
Oh, I absolutely did.
Yeah. What do you do, baby?
I've got around my belly this inner tube that has a big duck on the front, and I'm like bouncing the zombies off of my duck.
Yeah.
And then I also have a beach umbrella that I keep just like opening up into the zombies that like bypass the duck.
Yeah.
So I'm like bouncing them and then skewering them and shooting them off, and they fly through the air.
Yeah.
And I'm like running behind in Erica's wake as her and Mabel or whoever the fuck are like making this V-shaped impression as the zombies part.
Leading everyone home. And by the time you're like standing on the far side of the dance floor or whatever this was, like it's just like everyone's dead. There's like a dripping skull from the ceiling, just like, you know, comically, and it just falls with a splat. And you guys make it up the stairs. And I always love the thing in the movie where they do that. They like make these suits, and then for some reason at the top of the stairs they take them off.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
They always
yeah.
do that. They're like, we did it. We made these awesome suits, and then they take them off. You don't do that because you're not idiots. So you keep the awesome suits on that you
yeah.
spent so much time working on. And
Grown attached to my ducky.
I start to put my suit back on.
yeah, you put it on even better, and you like duct tape more on. And as you continue running up, you see it. You see the grand stage in the water park, and this crowd of octogenarians, all wearing that same shirt that Mabel is, are all clawing at this like caged off country bar style stage. Behind it, Ben Stiller stands frantically looking around, and he's like, just doing.
Oh,
that.
he's alive?
Wait, he's
Yeah.
alive?
He's
Apparently,
alive. Okay.
Hey, Ben. Big fan.
Ben!
he's like,
Mr. Stiller.
it's more
Oh.
polite. Thank you.
That's true. I haven't met him before, so for a first name basis. You got a way out of here, buddy?
I can't. I don't know what you're. And like you can see all the
I'm
crowd
gonna, like-
starting to turn on you guys now. Like being.
If I do this, does he like? I'm holding my shuffleboard so I can kind of keep
Yeah.
just people around. I'm gonna like do this and see if he can like get it from there.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, I hope he's not
okay.
making finger puppets at me.
Yeah, he's just doing this. I don't know what that means.
Okay, we got to get close to him, guys. We got to fight through all of Beatrice, Mabel, Agnes's friends, and
Yeah.
possibly sisters, and possibly clones. I don't know. They all kind of look the same to me.
And you like sick Mabel on them, and there's a moment as she's chewing through the crowd where she like locks eyes with someone, and there's like this moment, like maybe they know each other. And then she just like chews that person's face off, and she continues moving towards. And it's like Pac-Man. She's like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr," as you're like moving through this crowd and like deviating the wake.
I want to just aim my t-shirt cannon up into the sky and directly over the crowd where it's the
Nice.
thickest with
Like, straight
zombies.
up?
Yeah, to like rain this shrapnel and nails down on
Yeah, you
them.
pull your umbrella out, which is like also
Obviously, it's like Kevlar
indestructible,
or something.
and you like get everyone under it,
Hurricane
and all
season.
the nails just and like it's still and silent for a second as all these zombies are like stuck standing up, and then slowly they all just start falling over, but their feet stay because they've all been nailed to the floor. They're just like ripping their
They're
bottoms
leaning.
off,
Some of
and-
them are just leaning.
yeah, they're just leaning. They're just looking cool, like doing the moonwalk or something. And yeah, Ben like opens the cage and he comes down and he's like, "Wow, thanks. Who are you guys?"
We're going to be your passengers. Get us out of here.
I don't know what you've heard, but I don't. What do you mean passengers? I don't have. What do you?
You know, your
Took too long to
helicopter.
answer. Get him.
I don't have a. It's like,
That
what?
we
You
get Ben
yelling at
Stiller,
me?
I guess.
And he's like, I don't have a helicopter. I have a very modestly sized yacht. And he sort of points over the side, and you see approaching in the distance, much as to Chris's chagrin, that it's like this yacht arriving in the distance. The red lights sort of just bouncing over the waves. It's like,
Oh.
"There's
Someone
not
pointed
enough
out
room."
I'm mid.
You know, that
war
works
to the
too.
side.
That works too, Mr. Stiller. Cool. We can come with you, right? That's fine.
And he's like,
As he holds a bag of bloody heads.
yeah.
My aura
Say no.
advances.
Go ahead, say no.
Okay, sure, yeah, of course. Come on. And he like walks over the side, and as he's walking, you hear this grinding metal, this, and the ship begins to tip. It breaks. Everyone's like holding on, and this slide just sort of turns and juts over the edge. And the yacht sort of cranks to a stop, and they're maybe, like a good couple 100 feet out. And you realize that there's just no way to get from the balcony down to the water without severely hurting yourself.
Unless.
Unless.
Let's use the slide.
Jump.
Ahmed.
No, let's not do that.
Ahmed lived a good life. Yeah, and you realize, like, at the top of this rickety, like, jumbled mess of wires, this slide stops. And if you manage to ride it, it sort of sets out right before the yacht, and Ben's kind of like, yeah, I guess I could try. I love slides, but normally a little safer than this. I'm not scared or anything like that.
I grab the shuffleboard stick and I Beatrice him up to the slide.
Okay,
Beatrice Ben?
I Beatrice Ben right up to the slides.
Yeah, and
Wait, what is Beatrice doing about this?
She's fighting Mabel.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's too many of these.
She got nailed.
Two different of them, and there's like as he's like climbing up, it's like rickety, and you guys are just watching, and he like climbs up to the top, and he slides down. He's like, "Woo," and he falls straight through.
Oh no!
And with like a splat, just dies on the surface of the fucking.
Okay, we have to make some brief modifications as quickly as possible to this
Ben
plan.
saved us twice.
And as you like get ready, you're like looking for modifications. You notice that all the fan clubs had these like Ben Stiller looking masks.
Yeah.
These like realistic looking.
Oh
ones.
yeah, like most fan clubs do.
Yeah, you know, want to.
But we need one of those so when we get on the yacht. They'll think
Ben
it's-
Stiller likes that. That's what he wants his fans to do.
Stiller.
I love looking out into a crowd of myself.
My thing
So-
is,
so
we
I-
didn't have
I
enough velocity. So if we took like one of those inflatable life rafts, and we got onto that, maybe we could get more velocity off.
There you go. And
Yes.
it would slide over the hole in
The
the
hole.
slide.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And if we
I
do
wanna
land
lean-
hard, it will be softer.
That's true.
Yes.
I'm gonna lean over to one of the zombie fan club members and I'll rip off their mask and I'll look at Joe and I'll say, Joe,
Yeah.
you're Ben Stiller now, and I
That's
hand
right.
you the face
As the best actor.
as the best
And I
actor with the
turn
best
around.
impression.
And I turn around and I make like I'm putting the mask on, but then when I turn back, I don't have it on, but I'm making the face.
Ooh.
The blue steel.
Like gasp.
Good.
Aw.
More Ben than Ben ever
I
be.
never needed this. It was in me all along.
Give me a charisma roll.
I will.
Since for all the
I
bees.
fail.
Yeah, but everyone thinks you do. But it's
Yeah,
good.
you do. You
We've
make
all
it fake.
forgotten him already.
You throw the mask
Oh,
at like
bonded
Beatrice.
again.
It like bounces into her lap, and you all quickly, as like zombies start to crowd around, you all panic, get into the top of this like rickety thing. You pull the cord, you sit in it.
God.
It slides down. It goes over the bump. Everyone, give me a dexterity roll.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
This one's for all the beanbag chairs.
I failed.
I succeeded. Chris, no. You don't have your button.
I pressed it already. I shouldn't have. I need a button for my
4.
button.
So only Joe and
I failed.
But I have a paddle. And I
true.
know that bump is coming.
that's
And
true.
I had played over, smacked it onto
Yep.
the slide as we're going
I'll
over.
give you one more die. You have one advantage die. Make it count. Here we go.
Ooh.
Ah!
Hey!
Erica saved
You
your
saved our
asses.
lives.
She hits
For the
it, and as the bump
13th time.
comes,
It's like whitewater rafting.
yeah, it's like whitewater. Exactly. It's like you're like rafting. You see a bit of Ben Stiller's brains, and you're like going back and forth and back and forth.
Sliding
And
on
you
his
sail
blood.
down and smash into the water, and frantically you're being helped up into this yacht as you see the fires on the main cruise ship. You're being helped in by the crew and staff, and for a moment, there's sort of like a hubbub and talking, and all these well-dressed crewmen are kind of like, oh, but there's no Mr. Stiller, and like Joe is like starting to get excited, and she's trying to put on her face, and they look right past her, and it's like, oh, Mr. Stiller, you are here, and as the figure sort of lumbers forward. No, it's not zombified Ben Stiller. It's Beatrice with the mask that you threw at her. And they're like, thank you. And she limbers forward and with her sharpened teeth bites the crewman and tears off a chunk as the 5 of you all look to each other, do one of these, and pick up your weapons ready to fight another day. And we are going to leave it there for
Oh
tonight.
my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, End of the World
What a
Extra
trip.
Life 2021. You survived, actually. I'm very impressed.
That was-
Gary didn't.
That's the luckiest 2 I've ever rolled in my
That was
life.
actually very
Awesome.
That
lucky.
was extremely
Yeah,
lucky.
only Joe and
so
Ahmed
good.
would have seen the
That
end.
was quick thinking. We were about
Yeah.
to fight it.
You did very
That was it.
well.
That was
MVP, Erica, you
All
had
the
some
way.
major
Yeah, all the
ideas.
way. All the great-
Absolutely.
What a survival instinct.
Shuffleboarding a fucking zombie around?
Oh my god, the whole thing.
on.
It was so smart. Very good.
Genius.
Yeah, no, super impressed. Ladies and gentlemen, This is Extra Life 2021. We have now raised over $6,000.
$6,059.
Crazy amount. In a generous way, obviously.
Thank you.
It is just coming up 5 o'clock. We are 7 o'clock planning on hot ones.
Ostensibly, yes. So we got 2 hours to burn.
We get 2 hours to burn.
Oh, nice.
We'll figure that out. We have
Hot
an hour-
ones is 1 hour.
The what?
Hot one. The fucking chicken
I don't even
video
think it
is
is.
1 hour. The chicken video.
Hot wings. Hot wings is what you're thinking of.
Nope,
No,
it's
I
not
did
hot.
another
It's just
one. Hot
Harlan
ones
making
is
chicken for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did. How did I
Oh,
do
then that's not hot.
It's 56 minutes, I think.
Part 2 is 56 minutes.
It's,
Yeah.
No, it's 54 minutes.
54 minutes.
It's exactly 1 hour. So I ended an hour early.
But that's okay. I think we had a natural conclusion.
Oh, yeah.
I
That was
overshot
good.
it. I wouldn't want to do another hour.
No.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do for an hour is the real query.
Well, we could play Dread Hunger.
Can we go back to
That's what
Dread
I
Hunger?
was thinking too.
I'm down for that.
I'd
I'm
be
down to
with that.
watch that for sure.
No, you can play, Chris.
I don't know if I can because I have to download and all that stuff. It's a whole thing.
It'll only take a
Whatever.
minute. Hey, Ahmed, do you want to play Dread Hunger?
No. Yeah,
Shoes.
but I can't. I don't think I have a system to. I haven't gained in so long. I don't know that I can.
Oh,
Should we see if
you're
I'd have to.
afraid
wants to
of
again,
being
too?
murdered.
That's
I'm
that's
down
what
for
it
an hour
is.
of gaming. I'm in. Let's do that.
Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We're going to be coming back in probably about under 10 minutes. Well, we can't. We have to be sooner than that because it's 24 hours of gaming.
Yeah, we'll
We're
be
gonna
back.
coming
in like
back
5 minutes.
momentarily. Check out the live link. We're going to be playing probably some Dread Hunger for at least a little bit before we stop at 6 for an hour break before we launch into Hot Ones. Thank you so much to this fantastic group for joining me today, tonight, whatever fucking day it is. And huge thank you to everybody who has donated so far to Extra Life. This has been
Absolutely.
an absolute floored. We were floored in the generosity of people today. Yeah, sit tight. We will be right back. And as my good friend Chris always likes to say,
We'll see you around the table.
we'll see you around the table. Good night. We'll see you soon.